Okay, welcome back to another episode of MegaTraveller. Uh, it's been a minute since our last time. I've had a bit of laryngitis or something like that. You can probably still hear a bit of it in my voice, and that kind of took me out of action for a bit. But just to follow up where we were last time, had just explored the ancient sites on Fulaisen and on Inth in the last episode. We picked up some clues and some artifacts, and now this time we're going to try to track down a few experts and maybe do some research into where to head next. Of course, our mission is to solve the crisis on Rylanor. I'm just going to get some trade goods. This is the best way to stay on top of your finances. Our mission is to solve the crisis on Rylanor, where the ancient site there, the kind of alien structure, is going berserk and destroying the planet, and so we have to visit ancient sites around the at least the subsector that's covered by the game to figure out what's wrong, what's going on. Let's see. Okay, let's depart. Let's pre-flight. Let's get out of here. I'll have to do the usual thing because for some reason the sign's correct incorrectly. So stations, Corric, and then, yep, assign Corric to Gunner, yeah. And that's all should be correct. Now let's bridge. Okay. Let's launch. So we're just going to Trees, which is not too far away. It's 1 parsec, one jump. Leave, jump to, where's Trees? Trees there. And hopefully we don't have to deal with any attacks. Bridge. Oh, this airspace is, it's not airspace. Alright, whatever. Is classified as a red zone. Is it really? Your careless disregard of law leaves you no choice to fire your vessel. Trees, I don't think, is a restricted planet. So, we don't have anyone that can really effectively talk. So, target. What is this? This looks like a shuttle or something. We've hit a passenger liner. Those are actually pretty big. We should. Oh, no, I guess they're not. Oh, great. That's going to cost a lot. So, I think radioactives are expensive, and street and wine is occasionally. Okay, we can't choose, eh? Yeah, we can't choose. Alright, well that sucked. That's, bridge. There's no gas giant, so let's go to the planet. That's probably going to cost us 100,000, 150,000 credit to repair that. Okay, so this is obviously a vacuum, a plane without a atmosphere. Leave, ground, disembark, pay the fee. I hope it's worth visiting this guy. So this guy is one of the Ancient Collectors Society members. He's named like Desdrillo or something like that. So hopefully we get a better. Yeah, we got the wine. That's not really what we wanted, but okay. So street and wine. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's get rid of all of it. All right, actually that probably paid for the damage we took. Yeah, that's worth nothing. 7 tons of that, eh? Okay, and then the steel. Oh, I should have paid attention. I think we paid 800 for it, so that's not a huge sale. The way this works in the game is that your character has skills that are modifiers on rolls to see the price. So you generally buy for cheaper than you sell. You should also pay attention to what kind of planets like what kind of things, because those are further modifiers, but I'm not following it that closely. I don't have, you could do that, but let's see. It's a lot of work. So go to the shipyard. Let's see what repairs. So let's refuel because there's no gas giant. And the repairs are going to be extensive. So I think we just have to, let's see. I don't think we can repair weapons. Yeah, have to replace by. All right. You're currently outfitted with a damaged double beam turret and a triple beam turret. So let's get a triple beam. That's the expensive one. Actually, how much money do we have? I wish I knew how much money we have first. Character sheet. So we can afford. We could probably afford this. What was it? 300,000. Yeah, let's just do it. So is it shipyard? Buy weapons. Damaged double beam turret and a triple beam. So the triple beam's okay. The double beam has to be replaced. And triple beam is going to cost 300k. You notice the price is half that for pulse weapons. Pulse weapons are not actually worse in the game. The reason why is because you just put more of them into hard points, and they are just as effective as double beam. And I think they're a little more accurate too, because they're kind of pulse lasers. Which hard point do you want to place in? Oh, it was the first one, right? Oh god. I think it's the first one. Who will pay the 200 allowed? Okay. Bank count. Let's see. You're currently, yeah, triple beam and a triple beam. Okay, so you do have to pay attention because there was no way to go back, I don't think, there. So we're good now. We actually have probably better weaponry. I'm not sure if we took damage before, because I think you start out with, ironically enough, you start with the best weapons in the game, which leaves little room for improvement, of course. So there's no, this is a problem, okay. There's no Navy base or anything. I don't know if we'll need weapons on this planet. Generally, you shouldn't. You shouldn't go onto a plane without weapons anyway, because you don't know what you're going to encounter. All right, so Dola has the best chance to sneak them by, and there's no other weapons. Okay, so let's go through customs. If it's a very strict world, she won't be able to. Okay, laser got through, laser got through. Yep, that's enough to arm everyone. Oh, and looks like we got everything. That's good. It's been way too long. Can you just click on someone? Oh yeah, okay. it's been too long. I'm kind of forgetting. In the meantime, I was playing some Forgotten Realms Unlimited Adventure, which is another kind of old DOS game. And in that game, you can't trade items without unreadying them, without taking them down from your hands, which is really annoying because it just doubles the process. So let's arm ourselves anyway. You can just trade it, even if you're using it, you can trade it and automatically unequips it, which is nice. I think everyone just uses laser rifles except for Valia. She's the only one that I recall that has like remotely any energy weapon skills. Okay, so there's a guy right there. Hail, talk, no, converse. What's the button? Converse. Oh, great. Mercenary. See, he just doesn't want to talk to me. Okay. There might be something. Obviously, there's something I have to do if I want him to talk to me, because he stays green. So that's not his last message. Let's get a. I don't know how long we're going to stay here, but let's go ahead and. Actually, let's see how many cities are going on here. Okay, there's a few cities. Might as well just get a air raft or whatever. Just makes things easier. Lets you explore the planet much more quickly. Oh, ATV? No, come on. Well, we're not going on the planet surface. So this is a more primitive planet. We probably should have checked out the, what's this thing guy? Come back. Oh, no, it didn't.
You should have checked out the stats on the planet first, but I'll try to do that in future planets. Alvum the Orderly. I've got some information that you'd be interested in. It'll cost you 2,000 credits. Well, that's like nothing, so sure. Oh, I have to hold. What did I do? Exchange or something? No, it's here. Give, I guess. Yeah, okay. Well, how do I bribe him? Do I have to be closer to him? Let's try bribing him. I don't know. Oh, that's kind of there's another guy which you could just give to when you were buying the passes, but whatever. Hey, pal, let me tell you, I'm the eyes and ears of this place. Dr. Vargas skipped town because he's working on a vaccine that will cure some kind of deadly disease. The Shade board of directors wouldn't fund his project, so he left to conduct his research in private. That's probably one of the mega corporations, let's say. I don't really remember. All right, so we're not looking for that guy, and I don't even remember. I already don't remember what his name was. Some doctor from Trees. Yeah, so we're not going to do any shopping here because this is obviously a pretty primitive planet. They don't have. Yeah, great, nice to meet you. If they don't have anti-grav vehicles, well, I mean, we just have to canvass the place on foot. It doesn't really make sense to get an ATV. It probably goes a tiny bit faster. It's mostly for traveling over the world, in which case it's significantly faster. There's a building. Weird building. Let's check. Okay, check this out. It looks like it's an apartment. I kind of wish it told you it looks actually kind of like an office. I wish it told you, like in the corner down here, what kind of building you're in. There's a nice fireplaces. Doors are kind of neat. No, there's a bedroom. This is someone's house, I guess. A weird layout for a house, but oh, there's a guy. And I'm kind of invisible. What's going on? Okay. So let's talk to him. Candy whistle. Okay. I give up on Jose. He loves his work more than me. Jose is working on a cure for killer disease. Oh, that's probably the same person. He says it's his destiny. He's pretty far out. I'll give you his journal. Maybe there's a clue in there. Frankly, I could care less where he is. I'll pick up a muscle-bound airhead over the an intellectual any day. Okay, you are a good friend. I forget who's carrying all this stuff. Let's give it to nearest. So obviously this guy's of some importance. Vargas, that's going to help. So use, how do you examine? Yeah, okay. This is a journal of the brilliant Dr. Jose Vargas. The last entry makes reference to Rilin Ulop in the neighboring city of Kehulam. Fool. Okay. Well, it's not really something we were trying to, look, is that McGruff stuck over there? Sorry, McGruff. We can be this lady's special friend. She might be into that. Yeah, it's not really something we came here to do, but whatever. I guess we can do it on the way. There's no one else in this apartment. No, here, let me through. No, meaty airheads or whatever she said. Let's just continue canvassing. Oh! Just took a hit. Alright, so that white line, I think it means it's a... mess with the best, go down like the rest. Here's another guy. That white line, I think, means it's a kinetic weapon. So those red lines that's our lasers. And yeah, that guy's being taken out. So let's just look at this stuff. I don't necessarily want it. Oh, how do you do this again? God, it's been way too long. Let's zoom in. Oh, is it identify maybe? Search? Oh, it's a shotgun. Okay, yeah, so the search button. Zoom out. We don't want shotguns, that's terrible. The real reason, I think I mentioned this in another video. Oh, how do you search again? Yeah, search. Assault rifle, yeah. Ooh. The only real reason for those weapons is that some planets you can't get onto the planet with lasers. So it pays if you're playing the game kind of properly, I suppose. It pays to invest skill points in that. Nurse Thacker. I don't know where Dr. Vargas is. He's brilliant and so handsome. Oh my. But he doesn't even know that I exist. He's been intensely involved in his work since I've been here. Yeah, well, you're just a nurse, so that's your lot in life. Yeah. Yeah, so, but I mean, we're not cheating, right? We're just basically made characters that are optimized for the game in a way. Focusing on some of the best and easiest to get weapons. I mean, the problem that we're going to run into is that if you look at these, oops, yeah, that's fine. Examine 200 rounds. Yeah, so they will run out of ammo eventually. I mean, not very quickly. I think that's a mercenary up there. So once you run out of ammo, it probably is kind of hard to get laser weapons. You mostly pull them off of bad guys. But we start with quite a few of them, and as you saw, you don't really take too many shots to kill a guy. But if we don't finish the game before we find... Oh, there's that guy. He looked green before he started shooting at us. That's interesting. I wonder if there's some sort of role behind the scenes to determine, like, reaction. Right, so, let's see what he had. So that's actually worth a little bit of money, like 800 or something, if I recall. That's not the level at which we're making money, though. 3-digit sums is not. That's probably the mercenary again. Okay, so we've canvassed this city. Yes. Well, then why are you even around? We've canvassed this city pretty well. Let's just go to the next one, and we'll have to walk over it. Yeah, it's kind of tedious with these. Oh, no, wrong way. These plants that don't have grav tech. Much faster with the anti-grav car. So, alright, so there are. So this is where the professor is. We might as well go there. I don't know where Destrillo is. He's somewhere on this planet, so we'll just have to search around. No one's injured. All of those shots bounced off our armor. And here we are. This is Kiloen. We can take a look at the plan too, just for kicks. I think, as I mentioned in another video, let's see, the premise of MegaTraveller, and it's certainly its military technology, its weapons and armor, is that they are paradigm shifts. Oh, it's kind of like I explained. It's neat. I like that. I don't want to explore it unless. Well, we could drive around it with the ATV for a little bit. That's gonna eat up time. We're almost at 100 days out of the 1,000 or so. I forget how many. Quite a few that you're given. But yeah, it's premised on the idea that every tech level, TL, it's called in the game, represents not like an incremental step, but rather like a complete paradigm shift. So like it's very much rock beats. We'll come back. Rock beats scissors beats paper, and they just completely kind of negate each other. Weapons of a higher tech level, armor of a higher tech level. Oh, this is the guy who was supposedly associating. No, I don't have anything for you. So obviously I have to find something and return to that guy because he has something to do with Dr. Vargas. I don't know if it's important that we figure out anything about Dr. Vargas. I don't know of whatever they said, a deadly disease and a cure. That's not our mission. Alright, so if the good doctor is disappeared, he may actually not be in this town. That might have been basically a hint that he was in here, this town at one point, and the only trace of him is that weird guy that won something from us. I think this is a university. I wonder if the Collector Society guy is here. Can you actually go in these? Oh yeah. Okay, so we haven't been in one of these yet. Dr. Gash Trice. Oh, what a name. I need some dead tree krakens for my experiments. Oddly, the glands of the tree krakens are valuable to my anagathics research. I'll give you 5,000 credits for a dead tree kraken. You can find them on a preserve on Kenorbis. I feel like we went to Kenorbis, did we not? Where is that? Maybe not. Anyway, we're not hurting for money right now, so we can kind of ignore that. Anagathics is another. No, I don't. You want tree kraken, right? One of the concepts in the game is that in the future, people have, like, at the highest levels of technology, I think it's TL14 or TL15, they start to discover the secrets of everlasting youth and invent drugs to achieve that, and they're called anagathics. And they're actually largely forbidden. They're kind of illicit. People obviously still do take them, especially people with power and influence, but they are particularly criminalized, I think, for nobles, because the idea of a king that basically will always reign over his people, will never die, is something kind of undesirable, would cause kind of, these are just classrooms. Cool. I like this design. It's something that would cause unrest. In reality, it probably would have much more to do with, it's like a lecture hall or something, much more to do with younger members of that noble family wanting their shot at rule. Right? But I think I feel like in the setting it's posed as this kind of concern that the population would have, the populace would have. I like how these doors open. They're not left open. So what, like a cafeteria? There's really no one else here. Oh, this is just like a lab. These are like the long tables you have in science classrooms. Okay, well, this was a waste other than that tree kraken lady, which was not something we really care about. I like the design though. University of Kehulan Montrese. Kehulam. Well, I don't see anyone else here. We'll have to. Oh, is that Ulam guy again? Let's see. I feel like from what he said, yeah, Ryland Ulam. I feel like to find that doctor, if you wanted to find that doctor, you'd have to go through him. You're gonna have to get some MacGuffin. And that's basically the way the game works. People on various planets have or need various MacGuffins that you kind of carry around the galaxy for information, or usually for money. Wow, that guy gets around. How's he over there now? Alright, let's just... So Kehalam we can cross off. Nothing there. I think is this a special... No. Oh, this is the bar, right? Yeah, I feel like that's where the tavern is. How do you get here? Okay. So, trees we've been to, we haven't gone to Whitmansburg or D-Shack. And we're really looking for Desdrulo, but we'll find the doctor too if he's on the route to do so, to find him. I don't know which side to canvas first. We're looking for green men, which indicates they have something to say to us, or unusual buildings. The city layouts, I think as I mentioned recently, are all kind of on a template. And this was mainly because there are like hundreds of cities in the game. I forget exactly how many. I think I said in the first episode or two. So it would have been a lot of work for them to individually design each one, but also because it gets kind of cumbersome for you, the player, when you're visiting so many. It's another university. How many universities do they have? It gets cumbersome for you to try to navigate completely new layouts every time. So at least now we know First of all, where all the major buildings are, like universities, we know where to go. If we have to go to a university, we know where it is automatically. I really don't want to look into all these rooms. If there's nobody here, they should not. It should be inaccessible. Okay, there's a guy here. It probably is, actually, to be honest. Yeah, so it's easier to find. And also, the unique buildings, like the little apartments and stuff, they are also, I think, if I recall, generally in similar areas. Dr. Vinilish, I am interested in acquiring bisulfat for my anti-inflammation drug research. If you travel to the planet Nasamine and acquire bisulfat, I'll pay you top dollar. I'm going to say what that is. I don't know where Nasamine is. Is that close? Just checking the map. I don't see it. All right. Well, if it's just something like that, I think I'm going to ignore it. I'm basically just trying to finish the main story, and there's also the side story of like who. I'm going to assume that's probably the only guy here. Is that fair? That's probably fair. The main story, and then maybe the side story of like who caused the crisis on Rylanor and why. But really, you only need to save Rylanor to win the game. And the amount you get for the payment you get kind of for doing that depends on how quickly you do it. So it's really just, it doesn't matter, the game's over at that point. And there was no MegaTraveller 3, so it's not like you get to carry over characters, which was promised actually for the first game, and it didn't happen. You can't carry over characters from that game to this one, which is kind of annoying. So it's really just like a point system, like you finish the game, what's your high score? Did you do better than your friend? That kind of thing. Yeah, I don't see anything else here. Okay, is that a unique building over there? Oh, I'm getting stuck on these curbs. No, that's the hospital. Hospitals for when you really, let's try the bar. Nope, bar is closed here too. I'm wondering what the law level of the planet is. Because clearly, like, it's kind of run down. Usually that's a sign of a bad planet. It's an industrial planet, it's certainly low tech level. Oh man, don't make me go back into that university. I don't want to do that. Is there really nobody? Yeah. Alright. I don't think there's anything else here. I do like how the little guys, you can barely see them in the zoomed out view, but they're like little guys walking around, and how they actually do get out of your way. Like the pathfinding is not terrible. It's true, like your guys do get stuck behind doors and stuff, but in general it's pretty good. And they have the good sense to have characters snap back and stuff, which is kind of neat. Like it knows when they're stuck, which a lot of the older games they don't know. Well, I don't see anything else here. This is the shopping mall, that's the bar, that's the, yeah. Should we just go quickly check out the, I'm sure there's nothing in the university, but we can maybe just quickly cross it off the list. Is it not a building, is it? No. It has a weird entrance. Who's our old friend? We just have to check out these two, right? This Destrillo guy is hard to find. Alright, forget it. There's nothing in Whitmansburg. So it must be D-Shack. That's the only town left on the planet. There must be someone there. Destrillo. I don't know what you're supposed to give to that Ulop guy. So D-Shack, that's the only place left. Cheap fares, at least. Alright. And if he's not here, I guess we'll just give up on trees. I don't know. Oh, there's a guy right there. Talk to him, I guess. Yeah, the kind of my favorite aspect of MegaTraveller is a little obscured in the video game because you don't actually see it in action, but it seems like it's running underneath the hood, which is the task system. No. Wow, what is that guy? He looks like a cat. I guess he's a barker. I'm looking for the Enola hide. I'll pay you 10,000. That's a lot for something, but I don't know what that is. I certainly don't have it. It's probably on the other side of the galaxy, and it will cost much more in fuel to bring it back. So that's kind of the problem with the little various fetch quests. One, they're not that interesting. I mean, they basically encourage you to go to planets that you would otherwise leave off your itinerary. But also, economically, they don't make a ton of sense. You can fuel scoop most of your way through the galaxy, but some places you can't. And in other places, travel is just expensive because you get in fights and you take damage and things like that. Travel can also be lucrative if you stop on every planet and trade, but that seems like it's worth more trouble than the payment for the same guy, for the Enola hide or whatever the thing the person's looking for. Alright, so well, that's the only green guy I see on this planet. So Destrillo, I guess you're not here. Try this university. It would make sense that they would be in a university because it's sort of like a historical society. Check the classrooms. If we get in this corner, we might be able to see someone in that classroom. Try the other side. Getting lost in universities, that sounds eerily familiar to my experience of higher education. I didn't see anyone in those rooms. It is funny that they would make this building open if there were nobody. Yeah. They probably don't. If it's open, there's probably somebody to talk to. Nellie Bly. Take this drug to Zycoca. It will help with a xenophobic condition. Okay. Guess it's like something to make them happy. Anxiety drug. Who's our doctor? I forget. Is it McGruff? I think it's McGruff. And Valley is stuck in another room. Alright, well, that's it. That's xenophobic. So xenophobia is actually something that is in the game. A lot of the planets that are rated kind of amber zones or red zones by TAS, Traveller's Aid Society, are because the planet just doesn't like the visitors, doesn't treat them well, doesn't accord them rights. And I think in this game that just means that they have strict law levels, and I think that's that guy again. They don't let you bring your weapons and stuff on, but obviously there's lots of room for kind of interesting scenarios in the pen and paper game, where you get kidnapped or you get dealt with harshly and you have to get out of bad situations. I have found no Destrillo. So I don't know if he's not here or if I just missed him. Maybe you can leave in the comments something. I think I canvassed the entire city painstakingly, tediously on foot. Let's see. We should check the terminal again, make sure. I thought it was trees. That'd be funny if it weren't. Yeah. No. You're just that guy. Yeah. You're always gonna have to check. God, move out of my way. So, yep. Yeah, Destrello tree. He's on Dishak, so we're in Dishak, and he's not here. I kind of forgot that it tells you the city they're in. Check the bar, see if he's drinking. It's closed. I don't know where else to look. He says he's in here. Did we miss that? We probably missed a little. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's a unique building. This is kind of the problem. I bet I missed some other unique buildings. You have to get used to what they look like in different tech level planets. There's a green guy up there. I bet you guys were screaming at the screen that I was passing by. Passing by a unique building all the time. It's okay. Alright, Destrello, I presume, yes. I'm afraid that I don't know much about ancient mythology. It's only one of my many hobbies. Yet I do have a theory on ancient sites that will be published soon in the Galaxian Journal. I've noticed in my studies that there is always an electronic G-band interference whenever an ancient site is in the area. This is a mysterious scientific phenomenon I've been investigating for 7 years. When you encounter unexplainable G-band interference, you may be close to a site. Really? That doesn't... did he just walk through a wall? Whoa. Is he a ghost? Did he just walk off the screen? Okay. Well, that was not very useful. Like, he didn't... Like, I don't know how to detect G-band interference. And also, he just disappeared, so I'm kind of freaked out. Can you, like... well, if he's gone, let's see if we could just, like, rob him. Can you search these things? I don't think you can. Yeah. Well, we could rummage through his clothes. See what he's got. Yeah. Alright, I think we're done here. This was an enormous waste of time. I feel like you have to go back to Trees at some point, so unfortunately we may not have seen the last of this place. Let's get to the starport though and get out of here. Okay, so we are going to go to Eurst, I guess. I really should, I forget who that guy is. Oh, that's probably the... Alright. I really should, plot a... Actually, I forgot what I was going to say. I like steel. Steel's kind of predictable. Entertainment's actually expensive, I recall. Try tools or ship supplies. Should we be risky and get something expensive? Oh, that's expensive. No, not that expensive. Okay, that's you know, a little more risky. That's moderately more risky. So bank account. We're going to leave some space in the ship, of course, for pirating. And then we're going to pre-fly and get out of here. I think we refueled, right? It would be fun if we didn't refuel. Jump to no damage. Okay, so I think that means we have fuel. So stations, Coric, there's a gunner. So bridge, launch. We're going to jump to Eurst, and then on to Reef, and then to Mugas. Leave, jump point, jump to Eurst. We're going to have to land to refuel. There's a lot of, oh, gas giant. Oh, for Christ's sake. Alright, what's your problem? But I will not tolerate any hostility to my ship. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Let's just go to the gas giant refuel, and then we'll go to Wreath.
We'll go as far as we can without landing, and then we'll trade. So jump point, jump, and we have to go to Wreath. There are a lot of amber zone and red zone planets in this part of the map. So a bridge. Oh, another gas giant. Yes, sir. That's great. This is Regina subsector, I think. To top left quadrant jump, and now we're going to Mugas. Good, we got that. So 3 jumps, we're just blowing through our days right here. And another gas tank, let's get some free fuel. This is a little risky because you can get attacked, obviously. While this sounds like a broken toilet while that's going on. Alright, so let's land. We should check out the planets UPP, Universal Profile, whatever it's called. How do you do that? You go to, what is it? Bridge? I don't even remember how to do it. Stations? No. Ground. Yeah, I forgot. There's some way to check it. It actually might just be with a scout that tells you. I forget. We'll find out pretty shortly if this is what this plan's like. So ship's locker party doesn't look. Yeah, there's no option. So we don't need to refuel, I don't think. So let's just and you have to go through customs. I think Dola has enough guns that even if something gets taken. Yeah. Oh, okay, well that actually wasn't great. I actually only got 2. So let's try that again. Character sheet. So this might be kind of a restricted planet because I think Dola only snuck a couple weapons in. So this is a little tedious, but it's alright. Customs. Laser rifle, yeah. Okay, so we didn't get our PGMP, but that's okay. Not a big deal. So exchange this to Korak. Exchange this to Nearest. Oh, that's confiscated. Exchange this to McGrath. Exchange this to, oh, not to McGrath, whatever. Use. So, I just hit, oh yeah, you just hockey it. Cool. And you have an extra one, right? What's going on? Didn't I give you an extra one? Who got the extra one? I thought I gave someone an extra gun. So let's exchange that. E is, oh, E for examine. Okay, X for exchange? Okay, X for exchange. This probably says this in the book. I don't have the book on me. So everyone's armed, everyone's loaded up to bear, and Valia definitely does have lots of laser skills, so that's fine. Alright, so no travel. No interplanetary travel. That probably means there's only one city. Oh yeah, I forgot we actually went to drive around on trees, but you know, that plane was so depressing, let's just leave it. So we're at the bar here on Mugas. Let's talk to this guy. Commoner, that virus has virtually destroyed the kelp beds. There's a group of investigators studying the situation, but they don't have a clue. Oh, okay, we just went from a planet that was talking about a virus. That's funny. I don't think it was the same virus, though, because they called it a deadly virus. Have you been to our tavern? I recommend vodka martini shaken off third. Okay. We met Agent 700 at the I think it was like the first episode. I wonder if I forget if he has something to do with this planet, because that's all obvious James Bond reference. Okay, well there's a unique building over there, so let's check that out before we forget that it exists. Then we'll see about
We don't necessarily need grab car if there's one city to explore here. It's like 7 grand. Alright, hello. Yeah, okay, that's him. Agent 700 was one of the best secret agents on the world. I can't imagine where he could have disappeared to. I feel like he said he was going to some planet to track down a bad guy or something. I don't think that's a serious plot that we're gonna bother to follow. If we encounter it, fine, but I don't think that matters much. Is there no one else here? There's probably no one else here. Oh, there's a guy. Jeez. Agent 700 was a real stud. Each time I saw him, he had a new gorgeous bimbo on his arm. Maybe he got caught too timing. No, not Agent 700. He's a professional. Certainly not by a bimbo. He will not be caught. All right. Alright, there's university. There's another guy. Let's talk to him. Rahgel Dramaherin. Nice. Dude, I love those sunglasses. Alright. I can translate ancient text. Okay, you are actually more useful than Desdrillo then. Oh, was this guy we had to hold on. Hail. Was this guy we had to bring the shield to, maybe? I don't even know who has the shield. Is it Valia? More battle dress, more. I don't. Hold on. Let's take a look. Because we had to get it translated and had ancient text on it. That's probably the guy. Where's the shield though? Dola has it? Yeah, Dola has it right there. It's supposed to be golden. I don't know. Obviously something's wrong with the icon. Dola. Ancient shield. I am. Don't screw me over. I see you have an ancient shield. I'm willing to translate it for you. You better. Don't keep it. The shield is very significant. You'll notice the strange illustration of a group of beings negotiating difficult tasks across a strand of beads. Okay? It's very strange. The writings say, grandfather's proving ground of intelligence, wisdom, and cunning. The map of stars in the upper corner seems to indicate that the shield came from the Regina subsector, which is where we are. We're in the corner, or on the one side of it. Okay. So I guess that means there's a, since we're searching for hidden ancient sites, I would like to ask for you for a favor. I've read myths and stories about the ancient sites that possess an ancient statue that possesses magical properties. If you discover the statue in your journeys, I'll pay you 75 grand for it. I'm looking at the statue, okay. And that's all he says, right? Nothing else? Yeah. All right. What was I saying? I forget. Okay, so that indicates that there's probably an ancient site in the subsector. However, there's like 24 planets in the subsector, so that's not super helpful. That must be the guy. I forget his name, but that must be the guy who translates stuff. So here's another unique building. We'll just canvas the town very quickly, and we'll head out. Oh, we're actually near another expert too. We might be able to have time to visit that guy if we're quick about it. All right. Hello. Major Jim Dandy. I think he had to do with Agent 700. Yeah. Bugin has the best secret agent training program in the Spinward Marches. Our best operative, Agent 700, has disappeared. His last transmission was from the planet Porozlo, which is where we saw him, I believe, in the city of Ermudad. Yeah, I remember that. I fear he may have been taken prisoner by the clandestine underground terrorist organization. If you can discover the whereabouts of Agent 700 and prove to me that he's alive and well, I'll give you 5,000. So actually, that's the badge, right? All right. Do we have it with us? That's the question. I don't necessarily think we do. Drawer the thing. ID, coins, Ancient Shield. What is that? Tamazev ID. Those are like IDs for bad guys. Oh, you know, it's probably in our dumb ship. Is it? Anxiety drug. That looks like a crack pipe. Badge. Okay, yeah. So Valley has it. Yeah. So give Valia the badge. Are you going to give that badge? Yes, of course. So you rescued Agent 700. Excellent work. You would make great Secret Service agents. Here's 5,000 credits and the Medal of Distinguished Meritorial Duty, the DMD. Congratulations. Okay. I guess give the value. I don't think that's worth anything, and that's pretty much the end of our quest with Agent 700. He is somewhere else in the galaxy, pops up again, but not something I'm going to think about. Is this an exit? Or is that just... Oh, it is an exit. And we already talked to this guy, right? That's the translator. What's the statue? Okay, so I think that's it. For the sake of expediency, let's blast off a Mugas station. And we'll go to nearby Enope, which I believe was where one of, I forget who, but there is one of the guys on Enope. I'm not sure. Ooh, that's kind of weird looking. Alright, Trade Center. Oh, we have, so let's try to sell that. Yeah, that's good. We really just should fill up our hold with stuff. What's pharmaceuticals? Oh, that's what we just bought. No. That's not. We had better prices. Those were special allies. That's very expensive. We could afford probably 5 tons of that, though. Should we do it? For that's quite a bit, but I think it's okay. 50 tons. Let's just get some steel. Okay, and we'll get 30 tons of that. And we have to remember how much we paid for that. Did I do something wrong? We normally get 40 tons, right? I have so much free space. All right, whatever. Let's go. I think we actually did refuel, so we can go ahead and jump your ship, pre-flight, and we'll go straight to Enope, and hopefully we'll make some money on this risky proposition we did. Stations, Korek, yes. Bridge, launch. I feel like it's a scout that actually tells you the stats of planets, but I mean, they're in the book. You can look it up. It's just convenient. All right, so leave, jump, and we want to go to Enope. I feel like Enope is the only, so bridge, planet, land, so there's no gas trans. I feel like Enope is the only planet that has an expert. Oh no, Ephate does too. That's a little bit of ways though. That'd be like 6 jumps round trip. So I don't know. So leave, ground, let's see if our trade made sense. Yeah, still disembark. Trade center. We won't, if it's not a good deal. Oh, that's not a good deal. So let's try the special alloys. You know, that's not a huge amount, but let's just, it's profit, so let's just get rid of it. I'm kind of afraid of not finding a good deal on that. And the tons of steel. I feel like we've got steel for a better deal than that. Special, yes, that bug again. Yeah, gosh. Well, let's just keep it. Whatever. But can you, how do you get out of this? Okay, they want us to sell it. What's going on? Okay, I must have hit cancel. Oh wait, customs. Do we have enough to arm? I love how she's like using. She's carrying a weapon in her hands and she got snuck through. So do that. Oh, he doesn't have one. Whatever. Sorry. Oh, that's our medal. It looks like the Olympics medal. It's kind of cool. Okay, so we have one more guy to check here, and I'm pretty sure he's on this planet. Obviously, there are multiple cities, but the library actually tells us where. Oh, ancients collectors, I think. Ancients. Okay. Oh, it has to have the apostrophe. So on Enope and Shanira is the. How's this go? Yeah, so it's that's Beckett Censure VP. So he's in Shanira. All right. Is there anything else to do in Nope? We'll call. I don't think so. Oh, well, there's like lots of people walking over here. Sorry. Stop. Oh man, there's so many people. Stop. There we go. Talk to him. Oh god, it's one of the whatever they're called, Kinura or whatever. There's a huge rivalry between EIG and COG corporations. In my opinion, EIG is a much better company. I forget what those are. Mega corporations, maybe like electronics or something. Fortune teller, certified palm reader. God, we did this before. It's just a waste. I see cylinders at the top of a steaming volcano. There's something hidden there. It's fabulous, amazing. It's an ancient site that's been hidden for thousands of years. Cylinders at the top of a steaming volcano. So we'll be on the lookout for a volcano. Where did that other guy go? Probably worth more than that useless information. I always forget the kind of horse people's names. Okay, gosh, it'll come to me in a second. Ian Hickey. Hello, travelers. My name is Ian. I'm the president of EIG Corporation. Competitor has stolen a component that we just developed, Electromagno. I can't tell you much about it. It's very important. If you want to return the component to me, I'll pay you 40 grand. I know the COG Corporation is behind the theft. Okay. I don't really care about that. Alright, let's assume this guy's in the university, maybe? Nope. The university's closed for COVID, I guess. That's fine. The only time they don't really get out of your way is when they're kind of going the same direction as you. It's kind of oh, wait, we're on the wrong city, aren't we? So why are we looking around? Yeah. We have to go to Sanashira or something like that. Yeah. It's possible there's more stuff to do here, and it's actually even likely that there's more stuff to do. No bars. Okay. I think I saw a green guy in the corner there. It's fine. Whoa, there's a lot to do here. Rembrandt City. Magic Town? Who names these things? So maybe we'll leave it. This episode we'll just talk to our VP of the society, and then there might be more to do on it. I have to look into that. Grammar elect. Okay. Give. Stop moving around. Is it bribe maybe? Yeah, it's bribe. I've heard some rumors that some kind of treasure is buried on the planet of Jerome. Some explorers were adventuring there years ago, and they There's a devastating cave in man named Blarmanish. His only position knows where the cave is on Jerome. Jerome is a red or amber zone or planet, prohibited planet, and it's back in the Rylonar subsector. So good information when we go back to that area. A cave in? Interesting. We should try the university. I feel like the university has been surprisingly helpful compared to previously when it's just closed. Where is it though? Over here, right? Nope, it's just closed. So then we're probably looking for a special building. I know we, so this is Beckett Center, we're looking for it. The other Beckett, whatever his name, Flynn Beckett or whatever, he was outside of the university. And they're actually not related, Beckett Center. Hey, there we go. So Trowbeck is the son of Glenn Beckett. Gave you his grandfather's ancient coins. He must have had a great deal of faith in you. My grandfather, Cleve Center, was a close friend of Len Beckett's. He too had an ancient coin, but he lost in a near fatal cave in when he was exploring. I think he was exploring Jeannie or Jerome. I can't recall. Well, we just heard about something in Jerome, so it's probably that. I forget where Genie is. If that's closer, we can check it out. Legend states that a full set of 36 coins was very sacred and sentimental, a very sacred and sentimental keepsake for an ancient. Even grandfather had his own set of coins. These coins were not a form of currency. They were mystic objects used in ancient rituals. Some historians say that a full set of 36 coins can tell the future. Who knows? The only coins that have ever been discovered are the 6 that Charles Beckett gave you and the one that my grandfather lost on one of his adventures. I'm sorry. That's all the information I have. I can share with you. Okay. All right. So good. All right. So we'll leave it there. We may do a little more exploring here on Enope. Other than that, we do have a lead on the other side of the galaxy, so we may be trucking over there. And supposedly there was there's possibly an ancient site in this subsector. So we have to think about that, and maybe we'll hit that, and maybe we'll go to Jerome or Genie or wherever next. Okay, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.